Hi there YouTube friends, Annie SEO. Welcome back to Auntie A's Kitchen. I hope you're having a fantastic week. I'm excited today to share with you another British classic, bangers and mash, or otherwise known as sausages and mashed potato, and we're going to serve this with a mouth-watering onion gravy and a side of peas. We're going to cook our sausages until golden brown with some rosemary. We're going to prepare a soft and creamy mashed potato and a delicious onion gravy. Now, a good bangers and mash isn't just about the ingredients but the timings, and today I'll show you how easy it is to make this British pub classic without using an oven or a potato ricer, as not everyone has these things. So thanks for watching, let's get cooking.
The onion gravy will take the longest to prepare, so we'll start by cutting up the onions into strips, then put them into a pan with some oil and allow them to cook slowly on a low heat. One medium onion should be enough for 2 people. As your onions cook slowly, stir them occasionally. Then after about 20 minutes and the onions start to caramelize, soften and get some colour, we can start cooking our potatoes. Peel and cut up 4 potatoes and place them into your salted water. Depending on the size you cut them will then determine how long they take, about 15 to 20 minutes. I place them into boiling water, but you could also place them into cold water and bring it up to the boil. There are lots of different ways to make gravy, and I personally change the method depending on what I'm cooking. And I will show you how I make a gravy for a roast meal another day. This gravy I'm showing you today goes really well with this bangers and mash recipe, and it also goes well with another British classic, toad in the hole. As the onions begin to soften even more, I add some balsamic vinegar and some Worcestershire sauce. I will allow the onions to cook in this before then adding some beef stock. For those who are watching in Korea, I bring beef stock granules from home, or I order beef stock cubes from Gmarket. Whether you are using beef stock granules or cubes, add it to some hot water to dilute before then adding it to your onions. Then all that's left to do is to season the gravy with some pepper. I recommend adding the salt later if it's needed, 2 bay leaves, and I think they're also called laurel leaves, and some oregano dried herb. Then get this all mixed together. So that I have more room on the stovetop, I transfer the gravy to a smaller pan so that it can gently simmer away to slowly reduce and thicken up. I do a quick check on the potatoes with a knife and they're nearly done, so now we can get on with preparing our sausages. Ideally, you want to use some thick pork sausages, as I show you in the top corner picture, but where I live they're only available in certain places, so I typically use some Numberg sausages from Emart that are smaller but they taste amazing. For all of my YouTube friends that are watching in Korea, I also sometimes use kale and celery sausages, and you can find these in Homeplus. Once your potatoes are done, turn off the heat and remember to keep turning your sausages and some fresh rosemary if you have some, as this will elevate their flavour. Also, taste your gravy, as now would be a good time to season with some extra salt and pepper if needed. To prepare perfect soft mashed potatoes without using a potato ricer, drain your potatoes off their water, then put them back on a low heat and mash. This will help to evaporate excess water, making your potatoes light and fluffy. Then, in stages, add some butter to make them creamy. I like to add milk, but you could also add some cream. We don't need to heat the milk up because the pan on the heat will keep everything warm. I personally like a touch of mustard inside of my mashed potatoes, but this is an optional extra. A final seasoning then of pepper, have a taste and add salt as needed. Every household likes the consistency of their mash in different ways. If you would like a softer and more silky mashed potato, you can just add some more milk, just be careful not to add too much. With the mashed potatoes now finished, turn off the heat but keep them in the pan to stay warm until you're ready to serve. At this stage you can add the peas to the stove, as these take no time at all to cook and be ready by the time you serve up your other food. I love British food and learning about the history and origins of traditional recipes and where they got their names from, like bubble and squeak or toad in the hole. Interestingly enough, bangers and mash got its name from the bang or explosion the noise the sausage would make when cooking in the pan, because of the ingredients used in ration times during World War I. You can serve any vegetable with your bangers and mash. Broccoli and carrots also go well, but the star of the show that brings everything together is your onion gravy. So make sure to add a generous serving over your mashed potato and sausages. Finish the dish off with a final touch and a light sprinkling of black pepper and parsley, and then you're ready to feast. This really is comfort food at its best, and as you've seen today, it's really easy to make and so delicious. But please don't take my word for it. Go now and make this for yourself, family and friends, and then let me know what you think. If you're interested in trying some other traditional delicious British recipes, then please check out the channel. Thanks for watching today. See you in the next video. God bless. Chop och hamnada.